Okay, Joe here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the difference in our free blog writing software that you have. If you're on my Joe Carvello Sorensen website, you'll see above how you can, there's two ways you can get free blogs from us that are well SEO optimized for 2025 and beyond. You know, the only problem with that sometimes I get from some of my clients that they're all service businesses, are very busy. Even though it only takes about 15 minutes to write these free blogs, that might be too much time for some of our clients because they're very busy, you know, with their HVAC companies or their hardwood flooring finishing companies, their carpet cleaning companies. So we came up with a solution where for $7 a month, we will create a custom agent for you that will write all of your blogs without you having to put a bunch of information in, because it's already built into the back. We get all your information about your business. We look at your website. We grab every page. We copy all the content. Everything's in the back end. Plus our super secret 617-page SEO standard operating procedure that's taken over 20 years to create, that has a lot of information in there for SEO so you get proper SEO. Let me just show you what I mean real quick. Let me go to the page. All right, so if you're on my website here at the top, Joe Carvello Sorensen, you'll be over here on Blog Super Agent. If you're watching this video on YouTube, I will leave links for these other for the free stuff here right below in the YouTube video. Okay, so here's what we're talking. This is free right here. So you need a little information. This is what I'm talking about. So you got to give it some information down here. When we do it, when I'm giving you like 90 pages of prompts, 90 pages that help you build your own blog post that's going to rank in 2025. Everything's built in. It's a very long, like you know, when you feed like ChatGPT or Poe, you gotta break it up into segments, right? You got to tell them you want this, then this, then this. So up here, we've already built all that in. Here, we're letting you do it yourself, like it's free. But if you don't want to do all that and you just want us to create an agent for you for $7 a month, by the way, that's less than a Frappuccino at your local coffee shop. We can do that with your niche. It has all your information, so you never have to do any of this stuff above. You don't have to put your information in. All right, so let me go right to it. This is how we do it. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to go to here to explore my GPTs. We have hundreds of these. I'm going to do Good House today. So these are like for, this is to build pillar pages. That's a great way to start ranking your websites with pillar pages. And we're really good at this. So we built agents for that. I'm just going to go into Good House Floor Care for a blog. And I'm just going to I'm going to go to my prompts. And I'm going to go up here. I just want to generate a prompt. Let me find one right here. Here we go. Please generate a blog post about why it's important to maintain let's do this one, maintaining your hardwood floors, okay? Let's just do this. I'm going to make it real simple. And I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to put that prompt in. I'm not putting any information in. I'm not doing anything. I want to make sure, we'll use the word essential. Okay. I want to make sure that it's at least 1,000 words or up to it, and 250 words with FAQs. I think that's really important. You can also use outbound links. Also at the end of the blog post, add a call to action, giving first time clients $200 off. $200 off. And you know, when you're advertising, almost everybody's first time clients, okay? Comma, blog post. It doesn't like that. I already did that. I don't really need to do this, like, because ChatGPT doesn't really matter. But I'll do it. Oh, we already did that. Here we go. Bam. Searching, and now it's going to write a blog post for us. Here we go. There's our meta, there's our description, and here we go. So when you use the blog, of course, you're going to tell, I have it showing me the H1s and H2s because I want to make sure everything's right, and I want you to make sure everything's right. So when you copy this blog post, it's going to be well optimized. You just take off the H2s and the H3s. I have this there for a reason. H2s are subheadlines, H3s are subheadlines, H1, of course, H1 is the main keyword, like why it's essential to maintain your hardwood floors. That would be your like title, right? The H1. H2s are everything below it. Key takeaways, call to action, $200 off. There's $200 off your first service. I love it. Okay, and there's his phone number. I'm just going to ask it to do something. Can you rewrite this blog WIT without showing the H1, H2, etc. Also, make the H1 title 24 font. Something like that. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, good. It took it off because then I don't have to take it off. But it didn't give me the 24 font, but that's all right. When I put it on my website, it'll be 24 font at that point. So it's writing it all. And then what I can do, and I'm going to show you another little secret here in a second. It's writing water damage. Yep, that will hurt. I had a water damage company. Okay, this is great. These are maintenance tips inside here. Refinishing every 3 to 5 years with heavy tear. Key takeaways. There's $200 off right here, like I asked. There's my FAQs that I want. FAQs are great because if you use schema code in the back end, look, I'll ask it to give me schema code for this blog. Wow, this is great. There's the $200 off again. There's his phone number. Okay, can you so I want, yeah, schema code is in the back end when you're putting it in the back end of your WordPress site. And what it does is it helps Google understand what the blog's all about. So we use schema code anytime we do things for our clients. So there's schema code. It already knows about them. It knows his website, knows the keyword. So that's great. So now we got that. So now there's the key points, headline, so it's talking about the schema code. Description, author represents the business Good House Floor Care as the author and publisher of the content, which is extremely important when you have experience, authority. You got to have all that. So this is really important. The structure there. Okay, so now I have this. So if you don't know how to do this, you would use a company like mine. We know how to put schema in the back end because it helps Google, and it also helps. It's a great ranking factor. Also, the more Google knows about something, the better it is for you. Okay, so well, there we go. We got it. All right. So there is a blog post right there. Now I can take this same one right here, and I can go back here and I'll go to his, we built another one for him. And let me just find that one real quick. Right here. So this is one I did a long time ago. This is one we just did. So I'm going to show you the difference and what this means. So this one knows where he's located and everything. So, it's like anything. You get better and better at prompting. You get better and better at information and things that start growing. So I'm going to use the same prompt here, and we're going to use this one. Now it's going to give me buying belief table. So it's going to do a little bit more. And this is really what you're going to get, something like this. I wanted to show you our older one first. But when we build them like this now. We're calling it AI Joe Blog Agent or whatever it is. If it's for email marketing, we build those, all kinds of stuff. Here's an outline of the blog now. It's going to give me an outline, which is really good in 10 FAQs. So it's going to give me 10 FAQs. Call to action, there's the $200 off. Okay, now we have a blog. Okay, let me get rid of this because now we have a blog. Now that we have the blog post structure, would you like me to proceed with writing the full blog post? Yes, proceed. See, now we're letting us ask questions, because if there's something you don't like, this is where you can tell it what you don't like, right here. So I'm just going to tell it to proceed. Here we go. Here's the introduction, and we already know this is a headline, right? There's a headline, and this is an H1, so you're going to need to make the font bigger. I'm going to show you something cool. If you don't have your own pictures for your blog posts, and you want something that's original and not like stock photos, I'm going to show you what you can do with free software using Napkin.ai. The benefits, the cost effectiveness, the common hardwood floor maintenance myths right here. Maintenance is too expensive. How good house floor care and repair can help. He's got 35 years experience, which is really important. He's an owner operator. This is somebody I would call. There's $200 off. Now I want to show you something. See where now it has because I told it to proceed. Now when it actually has the link in the blog to the page that it needs to go to right here. So it has the link to his homepage where you can fill it out. Okay, so we have this is interlinking from the blog post. And we don't just write blog posts on people's websites. We also use them for backlinks. All a backlink is a blog post with a hyperlink back to your website. That's all it is. And we do a lot of backlinks. We have over 13,000 companies worldwide that we use for backlinks, so it's related to our clients' businesses. There's the 10 FAQs. There we go. Yes, this blog is designed to guide homeowners in maintaining their hardwood floors and good house. So there we go. So now I have the blog. I have the $200 off first service. Now I would probably, when I'm creating the blog, this is probably going to be another color. This is probably going to link to a coupon, because people love these coupon things. I could have a blog and say, when COVID happened, the one thing that helped everybody is everybody learned how to use their phones to do QR codes, because now menus weren't working, right? They didn't want the touch points. They wanted to do QR codes. I can say, scan this QR code at the end for your $200 off. And that makes it personal now. And they grab it, and now they have a coupon they can save to show the company when they arrive. They have this coupon. So that's one thing that I would do to my blogs. Anyway, so there it is. So this is a little bit better than what I showed you on the first one, because we're continuously updating. So the moral to the story is, every month we're updating our agents. If you're paying $7 a month, you don't need to worry about it. We're doing all the work in the back end. AI is growing rapidly. I'm in a lot of groups, and so are my top team members. We spend thousands a month to be in some of the top AI groups in the world. So we're learning stuff that's cutting edge, and we're using it with our clients. Remember, I told you I was going to talk about Napkin right here? Let me show you something. So I got a blog. Okay. Let me go down to the blog post. I'm going to grab this. And it doesn't matter. I could start at the top, but this is just for an example. This is a test. And this is free. It's app.napkin.ai. I'm going to put that paragraph right here. I'm going to hit the lightning bolt so it can read it. And it's going to make me all these different graphs that I can choose from. So now I can do pictures. Now I kind of like this, but I also like, wow, I like them all. Which one? The only problem is what should you, okay, so I kind of like comprehensive hardwood floor care, refinishing, cleaning, repair, recoating, transparent pricing. A dollar sign might be bad. I'm going to use this one. So then I'm just going to use this. And all you got to do when you create this is you're going to download it. And I'm going to download it as a PNG. And I'm just going to download. I picked PNG. It's going to download to my computer. I'm going to have this photo now that I can use on my blog for my website. So when I would do that for however many pictures I want. Okay. So there you have it. For $7 a month, we are going to put all your information in your agent. You no longer have to add your name, your email, your persona, your brand voice, because we put your brand voice in the back end. And if you don't know what a brand voice is, if you haven't watched that, I let you copy mine and make your own. If you're on my site and you go to the top, this is my brand voice right here. My brand voice is 31 pages. So it's everything about my company, right? You would change it for your company. And if you watch the video under brand, this right here, if you watch this video, I teach you how to make a copy. And then I teach you how to use ChatGPT so you get 90% of your brand voice done. Okay. So that's really important because brand voice, you can use everywhere. You can use your brand voice for your blog post, for anything you write. Your brand voice is all about you, who your niche is, who's your avatar, what type of males hire you, who are they, how much do they make, what kind of females hire you, who are they, how much do they make, what are they more interested in their house always looking beautiful, those type of things. I teach you all of that in there and I show you how to do it. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. All you got to do now is click the button below and you can go pay the $7. There'll be a form that how we get started. We need information from you. Of course, we need your name, your phone number, your business, because we can't build a custom agent without that information. And then as long as you pay the $7 a month, we continuously update these things like I just showed you. All right. And so you're always going to have cutting edge. You're always going to have a cutting edge agent that's doing this work for you. We don't just do blogs. We also do email marketing, Google ads marketing, Microsoft ads marketing, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, TikTok ads. We do them all. And they're only $7 each a month if you want those. So imagine for like less than $30, you can almost run your whole marketing business with less than $30 a month. Nowhere does that happen. One final thought. Before we built these agents ourselves, I have 26 writers that work at Top Click Joe. We have well over 120 employees, but our writers, we work with a company that software for building blogs, and they're one of the top in the world. We did that for 3 years. I was grandfathered in at $3,000 a month to write these blogs, up to 120 blogs a month. That is now almost doubled in price. I'm showing you a way to do it for free. I'm showing you for $7 a month. I was paying $1,500 a month. You can write unlimited blogs. And do you know our agent, you can actually put in like 100 titles, like I just showed you, like we had a title. You can put in 100 titles and tell it to write you 100 blogs, and you have a year's worth of blogs at that point. So, it might take 2 hours to do all that, but by the time you have all these and you put them into Google Docs, each one, and you add your photos, you might spend a weekend and you have a year's worth of blogs at that point. It's really that easy. All right. Thank you so much and peace out.